Alright, what's going on guys? So about a year ago I ended up making a tutorial showing you guys how to get storm crystals, and since that video I've had more recently a lot of people commenting saying that they can't find any storm crystals and that they looked on many different planets and still can't find them whatsoever. So in today's video I will be going over how to find them again, or going over the exact same process again, but this time I'll be focusing on the step that I think most people that had an issue overlook, which caused them to basically waste a lot of their time even though they didn't know they were doing it, and they actually make it a lot more rare to find them. Yeah, I'll basically be going over that and showing you what to look out for. Okay, so here we are in the space station. We're starting off in the space station, and I'm going to try to make this really quick, seeing as I feel like the last video on it was it was like 12 minutes and it just didn't need to be that long. So I'm going to just try and make this as quick as possible, because realistically it's a very easy thing to do once you know how to do it, and there's not even that many steps to it. So you want to look at all the planets that you have around you basically, and you want to scan them to bring up this sort of menu that shows up all the resources that are on there, as well as the sentinel activity. And you basically just want to look out for anything that's activated. So you can see this one's got activated copper. That's what we're looking for. So if we look, okay, so this doesn't have activated anything. Now this means that if I go to this planet looking for storm crystals, I'm completely wasting my time, and this is the trap that I think a lot of you guys have fallen into, where you look for storm crystals on a planet that doesn't have an activated material. Now what does activated materials have to do with storm crystals? I don't know. I've got no clue what it has to do with storm crystals, but I'm telling you, for some strange reason they can only be found on planets that have activated materials on them. Okay, so there is still one more step to do in order to find the storm crystals, and I guess it may sound obvious, but you've got to actually wait until there's a storm that's actually happening. Obviously that is why they're called storm crystals. If there's no storm happening on the planet, even if it is a storm, even if it has an activated material on it, if there's no storm taking place, then there are no storm crystals going to spawn. So it says this planet is an extreme hazard planet. That is basically what you're looking for. Any planet with an activated material on it should say it's an extreme hazard planet, and you've got to wait for one of the extreme weather events. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm literally just going to wait until a storm happens. Now one tip while you're doing this, there's about two tips. I explained this in my video from before, but you want to make sure that the most important thing is you want to make sure you have a decent amount of sodium stocked up on before you go into this. The best way to do that is just to purchase it from a vendor or NPC or in a space station or something, and you just purchase it in bulk for not that much, probably less than 100,000 units, very cheap. And once you do that, you basically got a long-lasting sodium supply. See, this is what I do. I have a max stack and then 400 there, and you can just keep on recharging it. because if you don't do that, you know, you want to go to these planets and you want to just collect as many crystals as you can. You don't want to just try to collect crystals and then gotta run away to your ship every 5 seconds because you're about to die of hazard protection and stuff. So make sure to stock up on that. And then my second tip, you want to also have an exocraft, because if you have an exocraft, that's basically like a portable hazard protection refill. Like, you can roam around on that thing and go really fast between all the different storm crystals. I mean, you can be more efficient and you can get more storm crystals per storm, but also means that, you know, every time you hop back in it, it will recharge your hazard protection for free, which is quite handy. So yeah, just kind of waiting for this storm now. It's kind of taking its time. So here we have a storm crystal. Now if you look at this storm crystal, it is completely sealed up. You can see the storm crystal inside. We can't get to it at the moment because there is no storm, but once a storm starts, then it will open up and then we can get the storm crystal. But again, just waiting on this storm is really taking its time. Here we go, and now, shut up. Now this should open up in, 30 seconds when this storm starts. Here we go, so this should open up. I wish you could mute her or something, because she just talks way too much. Here we go. Storm crystal. Boom. So now I've got my storm crystal. As you can see, my hazard protection is going down a lot. So this is why you need all that sodium. Now if you use your analysis visor, every single kind of yellow bolt here is a storm crystal cluster. So it could just be one storm crystal, or it could be, it could be a lot of different storm crystals. It could be like probably up to about 6 storm crystals in one cluster, or it could just be just one. So I'm going to show you. Here we go. So here's 2 storm crystals next to each other. And as you can see here, each storm crystal is worth 129,000 units each. So this is quite a good, oh my god, shut up. This is quite a good, that makes this a pretty good early game, or early-ish game, kind of mid-game way to make money. So now obviously, you can, now that you've got these storm crystals, you can go on and sell them and just make millions. But yeah, that basically does it for storm crystals. Very, very easy to do. Just make sure you got at least a couple thousand sodium is pretty much required. But if you just go in and just buy as much as you can from, space stations and stuff, it's quite cheap. So that's 100. So yeah, this pretty much does it for this video. I just thought I'd just do one super guide to kind of explain again how to do storm crystals, because a lot of people are still confused after any video that I upload with storm crystals, and there's always people commenting like, oh, this didn't help at all, I'm so confused still. And it's like, I just thought I'd just do one video to kind of clarify and explain what's actually going on here and how you actually do it, because it's very simple, and I believe like it's by far the most underrated thing you can do in this game to get a lot of money quick. Obviously there's people going to say, oh, there's way better ways of getting money. I can get like 250 mil in like half an hour or something stupid or something. But in terms of just purely early game, this is just really, really good. And a lot of people don't have time to create some super farm or something to like with mineral extractors and all this stuff to get millions. A lot of people don't want hundreds of millions. So yeah, that about does it for this video. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share to anyone else that you think this would be helpful for, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.